I hadn't quite seen this story about the Peru captain, Paolo Guerrero, Peru's all-time top scorer. He's going to miss the World Cup. He has had his drugs ban extended. Generally here in the show, we're not the most sympathetic to people who fail drugs tests. This, at the outset though, on the on first glance, does seem a bit harsh. Tell us why Guerrero is going to miss the World Cup, Peru's all-time top goal scorer.
Well, he's going to miss it because the World Anti-Doping Agency are insane, and the Court of Arbitration for Sport are just as much so. One thing that you always want is for the punishment to fit the crime. What we have here is a situation where the punishment is extreme and there is no crime. And the Court of Arbitration for Sport confess that there is no crime. Guerrero, he tested positive when he was with Peru late last year in October, just before a game against Argentina, for a substance found in cocaine in very, very small quantities. His taking cocaine has been absolutely ruled out. And it seems that he drank a tea which had been prepared in a kettle or whatever, or some kind of receptacle, in which the coca leaf tea had previously been prepared. Now, the coca leaf tea is a very common drink in Peru and Bolivia, but it does contain this banned substance. Now, at that time, Guerrero was in an environment controlled by the Peruvian FA, by their nutritionists or whatever. So he has taken this drink provided to him in good faith. The Court of Arbitration for Sport recognise that he has made no effort whatsoever to gain an unfair advantage. It's not even a substance that gives one an unfair advantage anyway. But he's made no effort at all to dope. He may have been guilty of a lack of care in drinking this tea, but they confess that it's not a significant lack of care.
Right.
So they say that themselves, they say that there is no crime has been committed. Now, he was originally banned by FIFA for a year. That ban was reduced on appeal to 6 months. Now, that ban ran out 2 weeks ago. So he's just been back in action. He's played 3 games for his club, Flamengo. But we were hoping that those games would serve as a kind of warm-up for a return to action in the World Cup, which is going to be the highlight, the absolute highlight of a career of someone who is now 34. He's not going to get another World Cup, and we may not see him in professional action again. Because this ban, which has now been extended to 14 months, or so 8 months on top of the original 6 months, this will take him well past his 35th birthday. And after such a long period of inactivity, you wonder if he'll be able or if he'll want to come back and play again. It's a scandal and an outrage that no crime has been committed, and a player has been subjected to this kind of punishment to take away what would have been the absolute highlight of his career. And for me, this throws the whole anti-doping campaign into total disrepute. There's already a problem there in that they're throwing two completely different situations into the same basket. Number one, those who are taking a substance in order to gain an unfair advantage, who are in fact cheating. That's one situation. The other situation is social drugs, which deserves a totally different treatment, but they're throwing them into the same basket. And in this case, when he hasn't even taken a social drug, it's a small amount of contamination, which is totally unintentional, and which they're saying in their own statement.
Yes.
They're more or less admitting that no crime has been committed. It is insanity.